Hey, I hope this video finds you doing well. I just got off the phone with the woman who was referred to us. Well, the person who referred this lady to us was one of the ladies who actually blessed us with a testimonial video. So that lady referred a friend of hers to us, and I just got off the phone with her a moment ago, and I thought I would share part of that conversation with you. It seemed like an excellent story in order to present to you as well. And really the reason why is this woman, of course, is freaking out about college, right? And the cost of it, as we all do. If you remember, I have 6 kids I got to get through school. So I have to be engaging in these kind of conversations, some that we've demonstrated to you already. But this lady has 2 kids, and this very first one, they're not in a position to be, fronting the $28,000 per year that it looks like from where this kid's going to be going, that's what they'd be facing. And but this is it's a hard-working, but fairly successful family. And so she was like, Kelly, I don't really know what to believe, what Sarah was telling us, but can you talk to me about this a little bit? And I said, first of all, congratulations. But second, just curious, how good of a student is your kiddo? And this kid's very leverageable, right? Scored pretty well on the ACT, excellent GPA, very involved in a variety of things. Now, certainly not going to be getting full rides anywhere. But if you remember in the presentation, what we're looking for is packaging, and how can we leverage a kiddo to be above average, if possible, for the schools that they're hoping to go to. And this kid has a lot of opportunity. So the schools that they were considering, as we did a little bit of the homework behind the different schools, the average offer given was was north of 10 grand a year for many of these schools. So I was able to really just create a lot of comfort in knowing that they are going to have all kinds of leveraging and negotiation capability, and knowing of those schools. Now they're going to open it up and go after a couple more. But knowing the offers of those schools on average in the past, knowing what the average kid is, so having the understanding of where those offers sit, if they were lowballed or not, and the knowledge that almost every school lowballs first, why wouldn't they? And that's okay. And then to have the resources behind what to do, I'm extremely confident that we'll be able to get one or two of these schools in particular down to like the $5,000 to $8,000 range. Now, so some people erroneously, think that it's, when their friend hears about College Money Academy, or they see a little ad on it or something, it's hard for them to grasp. I've worked with financial planning firms, and they've rolled this out to their clients, and we've had meetings with the different staff, and then they'll tell it somebody else, and the individual will be like, wait, what? I got to meet these people too. Like, that seems too good to be true. But the light just clicks on when they realize that the schools actually need you more than you need them. It's not vice versa. And their strongest tool that they have in order to make that happen is money, is utilizing their endowment to buy quality students. So they have what's referred to as a yield rate, which is, in the sales world, it's a closing ratio. They have how many kids did they admit compared to how many actually enrolled, and a very high yield rate's about 30%. Most are around 19 to like 28. So they close, if you will, about 20% of every deal. Now, if their yield rate starts to drop, that means they don't have any butts in the seats. That means they didn't sell their product. So the school needs you more than you need them. But parents, they've missed this part. And I told this mom, I said, look, parents view college like they're buying Starbucks. I'm very confident when you've got in to get a latte or whatever and you give them your order and they say $4.85, you don't go, oh, come on, Megan, would you give it to me for $3? Come on, you can do that. Why don't you give me $2.85? Why don't you knock off a couple dollars for me? You know that it costs $4.85 and you pay the price. But you go to buy a car and you see 28 grand and you're like, man, I might be able to get it down to 25, right? You have this, it's in here already. You know that there's probably some negotiation capability, and that college is not like Starbucks. Otherwise, every single student would be paying the same price. But we all know that's not the case. So college is just like the car dealership. So once we simply understand this concept, once you know how to find where your kid sits in averages, once you then know what the actual previous average offers were, then you know if they gave you a low one or not. And then you know what to do about it. So when we guarantee that if we don't produce results for you, we will refund your money, take a guess how many I've refunded? 0. And it's not because I don't follow through. It's because I've never had one request to do so. So I tell you what, you've received some of our emails. Hopefully you've watched that entire webinar presentation. If you haven't, then I'd ask that you go back and check it out again. I'll actually link to it here. If you have not jumped in and enrolled in the Academy, please do so. There is absolutely no way that we're going to receive value from you and not provide it. If you feel it's not provided, we will refund that value we received from you. Okay? So get in there, dig in. This is a critical financial bridge that has to be crossed. And the amount of money that you can save by simply understanding this process is in the thousands of dollars. So if you have a question, you can certainly reach out to us. They'll be, in this email certainly. But I assure you, you won't be disappointed when you enroll in the Academy. So I look forward to helping you and hearing just how much you reduced the cost of college for your children. See you.